I worked as a radio and TV engineer for a large corporation that sold all those sorts of things, and we had one guy come into the service department. He'd been sent up from the shop below, and he brought in a sort of a ghetto blaster, something like this, and he was all irate, and he says, "I haven't had it long," he said, "he bought it a few months ago," he says, "and it eats up batteries like nobody's business," and he weren't too happy. So we said, well, let's just sort of check it out for you, try and make you happy if we can. Anyway, we did a consumption test and it all worked fine, and we checked the on-off switch was working fine. So we said, well, we can't find anything wrong, perhaps the batteries you bought were sort of old stock. He said, "I got them from here." Oh. Anyway, we'd had a delivery a couple of days before. He says, "Have a new set of batteries with our compliments and give it a try, but make sure you sort of, you know, you're switching it off when you're finished with it." "Of course we do that," he says, "of course we do." So off he went. Anyway, he was back within, well, just over a week, I think. "Still no damn good," he says. "Second set of batteries I'm about to buy." He says, "Not good enough for a new item." And I looked at it, and it looked about 10 years old. It was covered in paint. It had blobs of plaster all over it. I said, "You don't look after them too well, do you?" "That's got nothing to do with it," he says. And I said, "Well, fair dues, no." I says, "Well, you know, let's see if we can't investigate a bit further, sort of what the heck is going on, because we can find no problems with its consumption, and so there must be something." I said, why is it in such a blinking mess?" Well, the guy transpires that he was a jobbing builder, and they'd plop these things down in the middle of a room, turn on some incessant row for them all to work with. God knows why they need to do that, but they do. And because everyone was hammering and banging away, and may not even be in the same room, they turned this boom box, or whatever you call them, up loud, and consequently the consumption was, you know, increased no end. Well, a very, very quick way of checking battery consumption, and the trick we used for breaking into the battery pack, was to get a little bit of double-sided circuit board with a couple of leads soldered. Then it's just a matter of springing back one of the batteries and dropping in your double-sided board, and you can now connect up quite happily to your multimeter. So I've connected up my AVO, turned on the radio, and this present dirge is pulling something like, well, less than 100 milliamps. Pardon me. So I said to the guy, "Is that how loud you have it?" He says, "No, up there somewhere." I said, "Well, look at the meter." I says, "It's 3 times as much." Now you can see why you're getting through 3 times as many batteries as anybody else. From now on, whenever possible, I should run it from the mains, if you've got mains on. So this is a timely sort of reminder that it doesn't matter what equipment you use, whether it's your phone, your iPad, your laptop, anytime you turn up the volume, anytime you turn up the brightness, it all has to come from somewhere. And if it's running on batteries, that's where it's coming from. As they say, you get nowt for nowt.